we could do a postmortem of my 1 year at home. I'm just kidding.
Maybe next week. Can push that. Wow.
Did you just look at? I was staying on the
I
chart.
didn't look at it.
Oh. There's nothing to see here.
I just reached in my pocket for my AirPods, whatever they're called. AirPods.
Welcome. Hello and welcome. Poker Bob. Let's play some cards. I still haven't figured out how to open this thing. open this this stream. Let's get this over here. Let's get that over there. Still working. Still working on my my setup here. I think Bet Online's tough because, at least with ACR and I think global too. You can set the screen, you can set the tables to like a default sizing where Bet Online doesn't it it doesn't seem to give me that option, so it just keeps popping up every time, and I have to like resize it by opening up another table and doing the tile version, then it puts it to the size that kind of works. I had to stretch it out to fit it on screen, so I hope it looks okay. And I don't want to mess with it now, even though on my end it is kind of squished in, but hey, whatever. We're here, we're making it happen. So what do we have? We have a big weekend, really. Big next couple of weeks. We're doing kind of a random spur of the moment stream tonight. I was just kind of feeling a few different games out there. I kind of want to yeah, that's not going to work for you guys, I'm sure. I kind of want to make my own screen bigger. Like revert it to original size. But we'll make it work. We still got the info bar up at the top there. We are playing a $5.50 rebuy add-on tournament. This is the same tournament that a couple months ago I finished in the top 5 for a nice like $200-ish profit, which doesn't sound like much, but on this stream where we don't play a ton and we kind of only do one table at a time for the most part, that is a nice hit. It was session 1 of my $200 cash out challenge, and I hit it in the first one, so that was kind of it for that. Ooh, would have flop trips there. We late reg by a few minutes into this one. I forget if this is a turbo. I want to say that this is not technically a turbo. It's like 8-minute blinds. Is that right? Levels 8 minutes. It's 8 minutes, 12 levels until the end of the late reg rebuy period. So this is actually once you get below starting stack. Oh, excuse me. Once you get below the starting stack, you can actually add on. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me to do that. I haven't gotten any hands yet, and I am on the button. I want to say this is, I think, the third time I played, but I want to say the first time I played this, I doubled up the very first hand, and I didn't have to do that initial rebuy or add-on. Well, it's not really an add. I guess it's technically a rebuy. So how do I do that? How do I buy more chips? Leave table, share table. Where am I sharing it to? There's an auto rebuy times, like double rebuy. If I just hit auto rebuy, is that? I'm just going to screw up the screen for 1 second. No. Hopefully it didn't. Nope, it's good. But it is, oh, here it is. Duh, rebuy. So let's just do it. I think you kind of go into these thinking you're going to invest $16.50 in it, $5.50 times 3, with the initial buy-in, the initial rebuy, and then the add-on at the end of the late reg period. So anytime we get below, if we hit rebuy again, do you want to rebuy? Balance rebuy is unlimited. I'm not going to, but will it let me? Will it let me just keep buying stacks? That's crazy. Can I do 2? I'm not going to. I think we're fine with 100 bigs here, or just under it. He must have won a big pot before I got here, because I mean, we're coming up on level 3 where we'll probably have, well, I don't know, what's the next level? Oh, we're 6 out of 42, probably because we rebought. I mean, there's players who will try to get through the first few levels without rebuying. But I don't know. I mean, why not? I guess. I mean, 550. It's not a, in terms of real dollars, it's not a lot of money. But if you like min cash or something, that could be frustrating that it just eats into your profit like that. This is a 2K guarantee, 550 buy-in. I want to say there was an overlay when we cashed last time. I think there were. I want to say the total. Well, I don't know. I'd have to look that up. We didn't get 400 total buy-ins though. I mean, I don't think we got that. I think it was like 178, or maybe it was 178 unique players. We've spent 11. So yeah, we're down to 64 bigs now. So you really kind of have to. I mean, once you get to level 3 here, I'm somehow still 6. It has to be just because of the rebuy. Whatever. We're going to invest a little bit. We're going to try to run this thing up. We're not going to mess around like short stacking it. Is it, I guess the question then becomes, is it worth that 550? Like if you get down to like 30, 35 bigs and you double up, you double through someone, but maybe you could have won a few more chips. Like how many more chips until then it would have been worth it to rebuy, to accumulate more and more chips. The danger, of course, I don't know. I'm trying to remember our strategy last time. I know when we play the global poker, rebuy add-on games, like you're getting so many more chips. You're getting like almost, I think you get another 20 big blinds. Yeah. I want to say you get another 20 big blinds just by doing that last add-on at the break for global. We haven't played one of those in a while. We got to try that again. But you get to that period, you can buy on, and it's like 20. You can add on, and it's like another 20 bigs. I think it's more like 12 here by the time you get there. Well, let's look. It's a 5,000 add-on. The late reg, the end of the next late reg, the next blinds after the add-on, big blinds 800. Oh, it's only like 6 big blinds, 6.25. Yeah, in my head I was doing the math differently, but so it actually, like, I have to think that if you're one of the and we still have a ways to go. We still have, an hour and a half or so. Yeah, exactly, an hour and 32 minutes until that. So some of these small stacks who are opting not to do the rebuy, if they don't get anything in the next hour or so, they're gonna have to at some point pay the piper. I mean, I guess it all depends. Some players will like to kind of just ride it out at the beginning if you get a quick double up, or if you just, like, if you have 33 big blinds and your opponent has 24 big blinds, then buying those extra chips prior to then wouldn't have net you more chips. It's really it's in case you're going against somebody with a similar amount of chips or more than you would have had, or as a big stack, so you can do a true double through and then just be in a dominating position. And then maybe, like, if I'm in the top, let's say I'm in the top 5 where, I have 50 big blinds and first place has like 80 big blinds, and there's some, like, a range. Okay, so Steely Wonder has gone out. Wow, he just blasted off his stack, right? He's gone. You're in a rebuy add-on tournament. and you don't you're no rebuy. That's it. I mean, I guess he could come back later. Still has an hour and a half, or maybe it just wasn't working for him. Didn't he have like before the blind increase? Didn't he have like 138 bigs or something? What happened? So I don't know. If I pick up a couple pots and I'm in the top five after at the end of the late reg period, late reg add-on period, I might not feel the need to buy more chips. It's only another 6 big blinds. I think we make it. Well, we could have gone a little bigger there, maybe 10, but 9.09 with 9.9. Am I telegraphing? It was a pot size bet. That's a pretty good flop for our hand. I think we do have to go. I mean, we're multi-way. We don't have to go soup. Wow. I think we just kind of rip it here. No, I mean, what are we up against? 2 pair. We're not up against 10s through aces. Is it 8-9 or 7-8 or something? Flush draw. Well, I mean, we have him covered, and we have outs if we're behind. I mean, he's obviously calling, right? Maybe he's got ace-7. We are good. That's what we need. See, I had a feeling it was something like that, like a pair plus kind of draw, with the board being sequential like that. There's just a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of 2-pair holdings too. Glad he didn't have that, but there's just so many like 7-8, 6-9, 7-9, 4-5. Hands with just a lot of equity, even a hand like ace-7. And of course there's hearts out there too. I mean, what was the 7? I mean, the 7 of hearts was not on the board, but there were 2 hearts. So I mean, it could have been like ace-7 of hearts. We didn't have a heart, right? We unblocked hearts, I think. Yeah. Oh, he had the 9 of hearts. That's why. All right. So rebuy add-on tourney tonight, obviously. Ooh, flop is just horrible for us, so we'll just let him bluff us off. King Queen it feels a little nitty to fold under the gun, but we'd be out of position for most of the hand. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let the brain reset. We're gonna figure out where we are. Possible. I mean, if this tournament goes pretty well, I don't know. I'm a one-tabler kind of person. I think I'm like Daniel Negreanu or some other high-stakes players who will just focus on the one table. That's what I like. I played live poker mostly in my life. Granted, I picked up live poker and online poker probably around the same time, but I always liked the feel of live poker better. I always got more excited for it. But I do think I have the potential, if I get a little bit more disciplined, and don't like lose like a chunk of my bankroll playing cash games, like, during my lunch hour or before I log in for the day. Today. Anyway, I do think I have. I really hate that flicker on the OBS here. I wonder if that's OBS and my system just can't handle it, and I got to go back to Streamlabs. That would kind of suck, but honestly, the automatic scene switcher wasn't really happening anyway, and the hotkeys were fine, so I could just go back to Streamlabs. Oh, it's OBS, and then I'd have to like reset. Whatever. Everything's evolving. Oh, well, we'll get in for a small discount with our deuces. Let's flop a set. No, come on. It's so not worth it to be in there with deuces, but I'm in a late configuration to the 3-better. I don't know if the initial fold, a raise fold. Oh, in between with deuces, I'm gonna I'm gonna hate myself. There is so much dead money in there, but 5 big blinds at this stack depth. It happened to me this morning. What I was saying was my wife and daughter drove my mother to the airport. She's going to visit my brother in Vegas. He is a teacher there. He and his wife are not poker players or casino gamblers for the most part. He does a little bit of sports betting, but it's mostly hockey and football, I guess. Who doesn't? Um, so yeah, so they drove her to the airport. I left the house at like 5, 10 past 7, something like that, and I don't start work until 8, so I had the house to myself for like 45 minutes, which was fine. I mean, it's not like they're in my way every day. They're not. We all get up and we get our day going, probably even before 7 on most days. Sometimes I need my beauty sleep to prepare for a hard day at work, but that is getting rarer and rarer, and that's a lot of that's by choice. A lot of that is out of necessity, but you know. So I had 45 minutes before work basically to, have some coffee, eat breakfast, and play some cards. So I played online on ACR. I had like $20 in my account to start the day, or like, yeah, 21 bucks because I had lost playing blitz poker yesterday, and I should never play blitz because I can't slow my brain down enough. That is like a fatal flaw of mine, that sometimes I get in these high pressure situations and I can't slow my brain down, and I can't just stop and think. I just snap. I make moves before thinking about it because I just convince myself, okay, I have a big hand. I'm running with it no matter what. I flop the set. I have to see the river. And that's what gets me into trouble, or have an overpair, and I'm not going anywhere either way because, 55% of the time I'm gonna be good against like an underpair or a top pair, or whatever. So we also have Boston sports on tonight. We also have Bruins on tonight, which I probably should have. Bruins are winning at the end of the first. Look at that. So I jump on ACR at like 7:30, and it's cool. Side note, it is cool to be able to do that. Just have during the daylight hours, just hop on with some coffee and just get it get your day going that way. But I won a few bucks playing some PLO, like I think the $25 tables PLO. Yeah, because I had the $21, so I was like, all right, that's pretty fine, pretty good to buy in with. It's a $25 max, or it's a $30? Maybe Blitz was a $30 max. This was a $25 max, and I was up like $3 or $4, and I had king, like not even, I was on the button, but not good kings. Like I had king 7-3 or something, like nothing, or maybe like king 9-7. No, they weren't connected. It was like king 7-5 with maybe like one suit, and I raised it. I raised on the button, and then like the big blind 3-bet to like 350. The under the gun one called, and I just was like, you know what? I gotta log into work in like 3 or 4 minutes. I'll just that's basically all my profit. Like, you know what? I got kings. I'm clearly up against aces, so I'll fold. And sure enough, flop was like so dry, like king 8 deuce and rainbow, and I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. And then the big blind was leading, and it was a call. We saw a turn. It was even drier. It was like full rainbow, like king 8-5 deuce. It was like, oh my God. like there's no like what a board, and I didn't really. I think it just went bet fold there, but I knew it. I'm like, oh, I could have made so much money there. I probably wouldn't have gotten like a full double up. I probably would have made 15 or 20 bucks because I feel like once I called flop and then probably raised turn, I might not even raise turn if it's like that dry. If there was a suit, like if like club, it might have been backdoor clubs. I'm trying to remember. If it was backdoor clubs, I probably raise. But if there was, but even then, you could probably just flat, right? Because there's still. I mean, to put some, it would have made sense. I probably, whatever. It doesn't matter because I didn't call. But had the board been dry like I thought it was, I would have just probably called turn and then hope like a deuce comes on the river. I mean, not that I'm really. What am I afraid of? He's probably got aces. Aces, like if an ace pops in the river, it's like, oh no, now what do I do? But that's it. And there's probably two left in the deck. Why is my kid up? Well, we have a break here actually, so I'm gonna go check on them. We'll be right back. It's got to be. I got to go back to Streamlab next. You know what? As we come back from break, this will be a good time to mention that tomorrow we're going to do 2 streams this weekend. We're going to do one tomorrow. I will be playing a Open Rattlesnake Open Championship on event on Global Poker. It's really not. I mean, it's $11 PKO. They call it. I think they just call it the Progressive. I don't think it's got a name. It's 10K guaranteed. So that'll be fun. Starts at 8:15. Nope. Starts at 7:30. Starts at 7:30. There was actually a game I was considering playing tonight. Bet Online's doing a PLO high-low. Should I, for anybody out there, and I still haven't figured out how to get the chat up. I guess I got to go back to Streamlabs for that. But should I get my face more like zoomed in on? I guess I could do it. I don't want to do it now. And you don't need to like see me up close, right? You don't. I don't know. I think this is a good. I think we can keep a distance, you and me. We can still communicate while, being politely separate from each other, I guess. I don't know. I'm here for the poker. That's what it is. It's a good game. It's a good game, and everybody should play along. I keep going back to Bet Online. I mean, I think it presents very well, and the only thing I don't like about the the UI, is the cards are very small, like your opponent's cards. Like I usually try to pick a color that kind of sticks out. Oh, I think we just limp in with our King 10. I don't know if 3-betting is appropriate. The table hasn't been like ridiculous, but we've got some opponents with dwindling stacks, but we got some big stacks too that might just want to see a flop, and we flop pretty well. So we can hit a 7. Any queen, hearts would be good. Queen would be tremendous. Any queen. I don't know if we raise. I think we just call. We're not going anywhere, that's for sure. Because we can't ask for a much better flop. I just don't want this guy. Okay, I didn't think he'd stick around. It's not a great turn card. But we could see if our opponent checks, because he might not have a ton of jacks here. And he might, see, that's the thing, it's a super draw heavy board, so his betting big is correct because there's so many holdings that we can have that don't include a jack. And if we have 8-9, we just get counterfeited. So I think we have to fold. Because we are behind, because he's probably got queens. And now if we hit one of those, then we're in pretty rough shape. We did have equity. I mean, if you just had an overpair, then the pair on the board doesn't really kill us. But like I said, like a queen hits the river, and it's then it gets a little, and then that just brings in some other possibilities. Even, I mean, a king, we had the king of hearts, and if an ace wouldn't help us at all, we know that. So it kind of messes with 4 of our outs. And they went from our 4 best outs to our 4 worst outs potentially. And I'm putting I don't know. He might not have queens. He might have had ace jack. He might have had ace king. We block ace king a little bit. Doesn't have ace king of hearts. But ace king of diamonds. I don't know. We had to see a turn. We still have a lot of chips. We're fine. There were some turns that would have really been interesting for us. Didn't like the jack, though. I don't think he had jacks, although it's in his range. The one combo. So what was I saying? I folded the king XX hand. I folded the king's pre-flop in Omaha. Cost myself probably $15, and I'm trying to like rebuild because I lost a bunch of on-demand tournaments, and then I pretty sure poker kind of bit me. So I'm trying to like rebuild on ACR a little bit without like cashing out my rake without cashing out rake back, and also like I want to stay like available to play enough because I got this bonus that I want paid out. But the problem is it's costing me more money as per usual than the bonus is going to pay out. It's so ridiculous. I chase and chase for like $5. Like who cares? That's how they do it. That's how they do it. They get you to they give you this 50. You see the 50% like bonus, and then but then the only way to get it is by playing cash. And every time I deposit, I'm like, all right, this is just for tournaments, so it doesn't make sense. I shouldn't even use the bonus code, but you kind of have to do it because just in case. What if like by dumb luck you're just playing one day and there's some like you get like a free ticket to a satellite, you end up with like a $200 seat or $215, you know, event ticket. Or however you get there, you end up with $100. You might end up actually, if you play a couple tournaments, if you smash a big payout, you could play more than you think, and then maybe you win like. Maybe you run hot in a PKO and you walk away with like $850, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna take $50, and I'm gonna play, $10 six max hold'em, 10 no limit. So then you could get some rake back. You could get some additional bonus money, some rake back there. What am I trying to say? I don't know. It's probably that I shouldn't. I should just be more disciplined. I should get the bonus. I should have the bonus available, but shouldn't like let that dictate what I play and what I spend my money on. And you know what? It's fine. I can probably throw a few bucks in before Vegas, as long as I get 50 in there, I'll be fine. I think because I was looking at some like daily tournaments to play, like to kind of half prep for the World Series of Poker event because it's just downstairs. I'm in the same hotel. So I could play. The tournament starts at 10. If I wanted to, I could go get up early, get some coffee and some breakfast, breakfast pastries for the room, and play at like 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. and you could get a nice turbo in there. You could get a turbo PKO in. I don't know. I maybe should look for like. I'll pull it up. I kind of want to figure out because if I guess we're talking about it, I am going to play in a World Series of Poker event. Also, I have $12 in ACR right now, exactly 12. All right. After the dust settled, I'm only down like $9 today, but I was down like 80 before that, so it's like kind of. It's not a good trend. So the tournament, yeah. So we'll just look up because tomorrow's Saturday and the tournament's on a Wednesday, so it's not actually gonna. There might be some different, and it's the OSS, so it's not. It should It might not be the same exact schedule, but we should be able to kind of tell what runs daily and what doesn't. So tomorrow so if you figure I get into a tourney on ACR by 6, ideally maybe a 5:30 start time, late reg by 6. That would be 9 a.m., 8:30 to 9 a.m. Eastern time. And at that time, we've got PKO 2K guaranteed 6 max $22. That shouldn't be too long. I should maybe tournament should last 5 hours. Starts at 8:30, so I mean there's a buffer there. So it would start at 5:30, which means it would end if I ran it. If I just ran the table, it would end probably around 10:30. And I guess if I'm going that late, whatever. I've already signed up for the tourney. Like I'm going to sign up the night before. I'm going to make it a little bigger than us, the 2.5 or whatever. This is not a PKO, but yeah, if I'm going to sign up for the tournament, I'm playing a $600 deep stack on Wednesday, June 27th. I can't even see. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, June 26th. Okay. So I'll just give back my profit. Playing Wednesday, June 26th, I think it is. So it's at 10 a.m. at the Paris and Horseshoe. Probably in Horseshoe because 2 years ago I think I was in the bout, but I mean I guess it doesn't they're mixed. It doesn't stay the same every year. Well, okay flop for my range. Not good for my holding. Do we take a run at it here? Could we have gone a little bigger? Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. We are so weak. I think we just give that up. We stabbed. King. 3, 4, 5. I mean, I don't know. Diamonds don't get there. Do we block it? Block bet 5. Oh, that just freaking hurts. But oh, he folded. He was on auto fold. Thank goodness. Woo. Maybe. I mean, we could have been good anyway. But that's a nice win. That's a nice win, and we don't have to show. We checked for pot control. So ACR. So yeah, so I am playing the 10 a.m. We'll have a day, I guess, where we go over that. Maybe I can pull up. Maybe I can take an extra like half hour out of my day and try to pull up, try to figure out how to pull up a website. I mean, of course, I could probably do it now in 2 seconds, but I have to get a screen going for that. Maybe after we're done here, we could look that up. I don't see there's a mega stack, a 1K. That's at 6 a.m. $6 1K guarantee. That's gonna go at least 7 hours, right? 6.5. I'm trying to squeeze in too much. I'm probably like doing too. I'm already gonna be doing too much because I want to get there. So I fly in on Tuesday night. I fly in on a Tuesday and then. Well, I fly in the day before the tournament, and I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna go to the. My brother's gonna pick me up. I'm gonna have him take me to a couple of stores to prepare, to get food and other refreshments. And then we'll go. I mean, he's welcome to tag along for all of it or none of it. But I'm going to go, well, we're going to go to the store. We're going to check into the hotel. Probably go to the store. Probably go to one store, then go check into the hotel, drop some things off, and then go get food. We'll probably have to eat too. But once we go to the store, back to the room, and then I guess it's all in the same place. So I guess checking into one store we got to go to, it's away, and then the store, it's like they got like a CVS like around, like in the front part of the entranceway, I guess, or that casino, or it's within that block where the staying at the Horseshoe. We got Ace 10 in the small. Hey, I think it's out of position. I think it's kind of silly just to pee away blinds like that. See, if I wasn't on stream, I wouldn't be that disciplined. I'd probably see a flop because I'd be like, 50 big blinds, it's less than 2 big blinds, blah, blah, blah. But then we'd run into this nonsense. King 7. We have 15,000 bigs. We have 3 starting stacks. That's pretty sweet. Well, because we bought 2 of them, and then we earned another one. We won another one. So we don't have to. We don't have to rebuy. We're in 10th out of 56. We're solid. We're good. We've got 2 stacks that are bigger at this table, but for the most part, we're okay. So I fly the night before the tournament. Oh my goodness. Get everything together, go to the stores, check in. We're going to go eat probably. There's a barbecue place around there. My flight lands, I think, before 8 p.m. their time. I want to say like 7:40, but by the time I deplane, it's actually probably not bad. I didn't check a bag, but deplane, figure 8, let's just say 8:15. I leave the airport, go to a store, go to the hotel, check in. That's like 9 o'clock. We go to the others. Then we go to the grocery store. Back 9:30. Ace Jack. We could see how this goes. 9:30, and then we go eat dinner. It's gonna be like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Well, yeah. Then we go eat dinner, and then it's gonna be 10 or 11, and then sign up for the tournament. Which that'll be fine. They'll be open, but then after that, I mean, like, usually, like, it's first night in Vegas. You're not like drinking too much. You're not drinking at all. Like, I don't drink, so you probably just normally play. But I feel like if I just played till like 3 a.m., I wouldn't get a good enough rest. I'd just late. I wouldn't even late. I'd already be registered, so I'd just be basically showing up late, which is kind of like late regging, because I think you sit down with a full stack. I think. What do we got? Top pair. What a board. I'm going to go I'm going to go about half. A little touch bigger than half, even though, because I think it might force him in, and I think we probably, if he's going in, he could just be going in with like king, queen, or spades, or Jack 10 is really the only hand I think that I'm afraid of. It's perfect. That's outstanding. What beautiful cards. Oh, wow. Are those the same exact cards? Is there a glitch? And he rebought too. That's a cool thing about this tournament. You get to a point here. We still have almost an hour. Okay, that board hits his range a little bit better, but it doesn't super hit his range. 2.5. No. We probably bought ourselves a free river anyway. Yeah, I think we just take our sliver of showdown value, and he mucks. We're good. He probably had like 7-8-ish hand, whatever. Something like that. So does this, okay, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. We still have just under an hour of late reg, but we're 5 out of 59, so we're doing pretty well. We feel comfortable in this game. BetOnline does have some good games. They're not the best times, but do you want to see more BetOnline? I've dabbled in ACR. I do like how it presents. It looks, maybe it's just me because I watch a lot of streamers that are on ACR, but it just feels very streaming. I think just the way it's goofy, but the way ACR interacts with, that lens, that Twitch or that YouTube lens, I don't know, it feels a little bit more like, okay, this is what poker streaming is. So you kind of get into it a little bit with ACR. Global is so tough on screen. Like, I do watch that some streamers do it, are on it. and it's not horrible, but it could be so much better. Like they just need to refresh. It's so basic, bare bones. Like the interface is so tough. You get used to it. You do. Um, but then there's Bet Online, and it's so clean. The animation could be toned down a little bit. It's not, but I don't hate it. You know exactly what's going on. Every site has some kind of way to highlight whose turn it is. This is just a little like it's a little too much. It's almost like like unicorns and leprechauns. Like it's like a little bit like 80s cartoonish, but it's still pretty cool. And for the most part, it's just clean. It's smooth. You always kind of know. You always know what's going on. You got this. You got this great. This is probably the best like info bar there. Like you can. It's got all the relevant information. You can get some more info that way. You get a lobby like usual. But they don't have a robust selection of games. Even Global has pretty robust. Like you just log on and there's something that will only take a couple hours to play or has a quick late reg period. You'll find something if you're willing to either play like micro, like if you're willing to just do like $1 tournament, you can find something. Or if you're willing to shell out $20. But usually by the time you get up to the 11 sweeps coin level, I mean you're not going to find more variety above that. It's just like stuff that runs at the same time, but it's the same, like the same structure, runs at the same time. It's just a higher buy-in or runs an hour later or something. So I guess, would you like to see more Bet Online? We can play this pretty regularly because it starts at 7:25. We gotta go into each one of these, thinking we're going to probably invest 1650, with maybe with a few times. Wow, Queen's full, nice. We got to expect there'll be a couple times that we'll only need to put in 11 because we'll like win a pot early and we'll just ride that out. Like especially if we're out stacking our table, then you don't like if you run it up early, nobody has more chips than you at your table. I guess it's really all about your table. Maybe I'm looking too closely at where I am in the tournament standings to make that decision. But usually, like if I late reg like today, I have there's like half the table has more chips than me. So after a few hands, it's worth adding on. And like somebody had won a big pot, so I was like, I'll just add on now. And then we'll try to run this up, and so we don't have to rebuy because it's only like only another 6.25 big blinds that next level. So if the table is anything like this, I don't think I'd rebuy. I don't think I'd do the add-on. Some players might pass me, but then I'm only in the tournament. That's $5. And right now the payouts. Well, right now we have a pretty good overlay. Layover. I'm already in flight to Vegas. Right now, min cash is $36, which is oh yeah, it's right up there. Right. So yeah, it's still a pretty good overlay. We've been going now. It's been an hour. This is 1 hour. We're 1 hour in. There's 52 minutes left of late reg. So what's that? 16, 9, like a little after. Yeah, like 9:15. Like this is a good time frame for me. This is kind of perfect. 7:40 would be a better start time. It would give me a few more minutes, like after. Wow. 10's full. But 7:25, we can just late reg at like 7:35, and we're on level 2, and it's fine. Like sometimes I look too closely at that. I'm like, okay, it starts 7:25, but it's 16. But what if this happens? Well, 16 minutes, so it's 7:41 that I'd be getting in the first. So I'd really have to get there by 7:35, and I'm just like, oh man, what I just need to do is like, if I really wanted to be that serious about it and like had a smoother transition to the game, to picking the game, I just write down what the ideal tournament is at each time stamp, at each time, like at 7:15, I should do this. At 7:20, I can do this. 7:25, boom, this tournament starts. This is ideal. Like, so that I can just look at that or memorize it and just whenever. But it's dumb. Like, sometimes you feel it. Sometimes you just jump right in. Sometimes you got to take a few minutes. The rattlesnake one, I think they're 10-minute levels. And it starts at 7:30, and at 7:30 should be no problem starting tomorrow. But I'll get in the first level. I have a ticket already purchased. It's happening. There's one more PKO, like progressive $11 one that's on Sunday the 26th. I'm gonna play that too, and then that'll be my 5 tickets. I've already played 3 of them. I was considering switching one of them, the 18th or the 26th, out for. On Thursday there was a $11 sweeps coin PLO high low. I think it was $11 and 6K guaranteed. Like, it looked interesting, and I probably should have just played it. Yes, it was yesterday, Thursday. I probably should have just played it. Oh, King's taking out 2 stacks. Yeah, I think I probably should have jumped in because I feel like I'm okay at games like that. I don't play them a lot, and there would be a lot of players like me playing that. But every table would probably have a shark who would just dominate. But whatever, I should have tried it. But they do run a nightly 11 sweeps coin, like at 8:15. Thought about playing that tonight. I think that's 350 guaranteed it's 11 buy-in, 350 guaranteed. So not a huge tournament. One thing Global could do is they could project the length of time that a tournament could take, like ACR does, and from what I understand, the GG network does. GG Poker will give you that information, which is super helpful, because then it's like, if you have 3 hours, to do something, or 3 hours of free time, I think we can just flat here. Yeah, if it was 8s, I might 3-bet. Ew. Oh, he was on the button. Okay, well, whatever. I was out of the big blind. Check. Do we throw out a small bet here? Yeah. 7. Oh, wow, what a river. Oh, wow, how did we arrive there? I don't know if we can go super big. I think we just kind of bet like we're a little bit shy. And let's see what he does. I mean, we could be losing. I got to be careful. Yeah, we just got to call. I think we're way good. it's so gross, but we took it. He didn't. I mean, if he bets that flop, I am gone. He lets me bet turn and doesn't raise. I mean, I say he lets me bet the turn, like he gave me the green light and he called the turn. So like, what, if he's sitting there punching the air because he had queen 10 and probably like king queen and slow played it. Maybe he had ace. Well, if he had ace king, I mean, he might raise. No, if he had ace king, he would have bet flop. I think that's what I would have done. I didn't realize he was on the button. I thought when he raised, I thought he was in the small. So I was like, we got position on, we'll call, and if there's a player behind us, whatever, we'll flop a set. Nope, we river a boat. So let me know out there, what would you like me to, when I'm on my home turf, what would you like me to play more of? As far as sites, Global, I'm gonna play that tomorrow. We have a 7:30 start time. Oh, I think we're a little early in nerds. I probably should be playing this a lot, playing hands like that a lot stronger. But this steady owl guy, I don't know. Maybe he's paper mache. He didn't really play the last hand strong, so I probably should have played a little bit back at him. Yeah, live and learn. We had a lot of players behind us. I don't like King 10. Yeah, so Vegas, even without playing that first night, I probably would still be getting to bed by midnight because I don't know how long the line is to sign up for the tournament. But and it's a it's a Tuesday, but I mean it's Vegas, so I remember last time when I played, it was a Sunday night actually, so maybe that's why I was busier. Players were maybe even late regging for like tournaments going on that night, although it didn't look super busy. I don't know. I don't remember. I was focused. I just landed and I just like, you know what? I just want to I played that night. But when the event I played 2 years ago, a lot of events started at 11 a.m. At least the ones I would be playing. This year it's a 10 a.m. start, which doesn't sound early and is not, and I'll still be on East Coast time, but by the time I get there and get everything together, we could probably kind of like keep things, I don't know, he's going to want to, I mean, like, cool. We should have something to eat. It might just have to be a quick bite though. Cuz I got things to do when I get there and it's going to be already getting late. And I'm going to be on East Coast time. Because either way, I'm getting up. Like, there's no way I'm not waking. My body isn't going to wake up at like 4:30 or 5 a.m. Maybe not. Maybe I'll. What I should do is just stay up. No, that's silly. But I should at least get a few hours of sleep. What I am thinking is at 5 o'clock, I'm going to be up and out and just ready to get the day going, and why not get some breakfast, bring back to the room, and fire up the laptop on ACR to play, to sort of get some tournament juices flowing, and hey, whatever. Because I thought about playing at like Aria, like to play some cash, or maybe even try PLO, or because it's like it's might as well make the most of the time there. But why do that? Like last time I played, when I went to the series in 2022, I played a $500 freeze out, and which it's $600 this year. It's annoying. I'm like, oh come on, 500, so simple. But they're trying to make these things bigger, and they don't have really guarantees, but they need big prize pools, and that extra $100 a player does, of course, add up after the rake. But last time when I played in the series, the event started at 11, so I kind of had some time. Like I don't know what time I landed the night before, but we got something to eat, and I did play. I don't think I played very long. I might have played for an hour. I think they opened a new game, and it was just, I wasn't expecting it. The cash tables there, at least they were a couple years ago. At least that's how they were a couple years ago. But the cash tables there were in one of the ballrooms. It was just this wide open like space, like high ceilings, and just a big room, and games going. That's where like the players who were in town to play World Series events, that's just where they hunkered down and played cash. I mean, there were games going outside of there, of course. There's other casinos that run series, but this is where all the rec players go, like the dads who get away for a few days to play an event and fly home. We are. Is there a break? No, we're 20 minutes from a break. 40 minutes left in late, Reg. But yeah. So there were these. Whoa, was that a big one? Oh no, somebody shot off a flare of fireworks. Yeah. So the series they started at 11 a.m. So the 2 years, I don't know what time I landed, but I did play the night before in the cash tables, but it was only like an hour. I just wasn't used to like this big open area. It's cool though. And they have like a higher limit, like King's Poker Room or something, like in the middle. Like it's almost like, feels like it's like in a tent or something. I don't know. And, or it's like a kind of like another structure, like a big top that they put up, like I don't know. And I didn't play in any of those games, obviously. I just played 1-3. It was like 1-3, 300 max. Like, they do that a lot in Vegas, like 100 big blind games. It's actually all right. Stacks go in a little bit quicker, but, I mean, it plays similar to 1-2, because it's still 300 max. And you still get novices who, like, make it, like, 6 to 7 pre-flop. You know, like, it should be open for, like, 15. Maybe, like, yeah, it really should still be 15 even with a 300 max. Turn it into, it's like what, 5% of your stack? Is that right? Yeah. Not deep at all. Reseeding. Who are we up? We don't have a lot of big stacks at this table, so let's open things up. This guy rip it. Do we call with ace 9? No. 20 is a little much. That's kind of mostly disconnected. Yeah. We're picking up pots. We'll try to keep our stack depth, healthy, so that we can come as close as we can to not having to rebuy. What do we got here? It'd be great if a short stack. These guys are a little big. I mean, they're probably not going to jam anyway. Oh, what is that? Times 3. He's on the button, so he could have, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking he might rip it a little wider just because he's opening so wide there, so there's just more hands he could arrive with. So it's really incumbent upon him to chop off the lower part of whatever range he was playing. It's up to him to eliminate hands to figure out which ones he has to fold there and which ones he is going to jam with. So maybe a hand, what would I have? I have 8s. So maybe a hand like Jack 9 suited sneaks in there. Like he's just like, you know what? This guy is either full of shit or he's got a hand like Ace King or if he's got an overpair, I've got equity because I've got a hand to crack it. Like that's how some players think. But that was not the case. Maybe he had Jack 9 and folded it. I would have too. Back to the World Series, I get hung up on the smallest details. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to play the cash games or any games the night before. I'm just going to sign up for the tourney. After doing all that stuff and eating, sign up for the tourney and go to bed. Last time, 2 years ago, the game started at 11. So what I did was I got up. I think I actually did. Well, I might be waking up earlier now than no, maybe not. No, her kid was 1, so she was still up fairly early, probably the same time. And it probably is no different. I probably wake up at 6:30 or 7 anyway. So I think I did play it after midnight, maybe 1 a.m. It was probably, I actually do think I have it. Oh, but it's 2 years ago. It's in my poker thing. I'd have to. I mean, you know what though? I only play like once a week, so it shouldn't take long to get all the way back there. I didn't play a lot that summer, but I kept track of everything. Aria, nope. Paris. Oh, I only played for 35 minutes. I started at 1:20. Okay, so I left at 2 a.m. I don't want to do that this year, but now that I think about it, I'm gonna fold that. Now that I think about it, it's actually good that I realized that because I think the plan originally was to get up. I'm thinking in my mind I'm going to get up at like 4:35 a.m. because I'm going to be on East Coast time. So I'll go downstairs, get some coffee, and play online for a little bit to kind of warm things up. But what I'm thinking now is by the time I get everything done, I'm not even going to play. I played 35 minutes when I played the night when I got there the first night last time. It's not worth it. Just go up to the sign up, go up to the room, unwind, watch some TV, get to sleep. Just however you do it. Hopefully, I can sleep by 1 a.m. Because last time I probably woke up, I probably got up at 6:30 Vegas time. I'm trying to think because I think then the next day I walked over to Aria from Excalibur, which isn't too far, but I walked. I mean, it's nice. I like being in that area, and it's kind of like nice to walk up that side of the strip. It's just like old school for me. Like good time. So I started playing at Aria at. Oh, this isn't right. This can't be right at all. So this is on East Coast. This is on Eastern time. So that's my fault. I guess this app doesn't switch time zones. So okay, that makes sense. So I think I played from okay. So I only played until 11 at night on Sunday. So I played for for 35 minutes and went upstairs or started walking back to Excalibur. Yeah, because my brother, I think my brother went home. Why would he sit around and wait? Or maybe he didn't. Maybe that's why I only played. Maybe he stayed because that's why I only played for like 35 minutes. Did he give me a ride back to Excalibur? Whatever. Let's figure I was home. I was home. I was at the hotel. I think I still had to check in too. Figure I was asleep by 12:30. So then I got up at probably 6:30. So that'll work. That should work for something. So if I figure I'm going to get up out of bed at 6:30, because then I got up to Aria, and I started playing at 7:09 a.m. and I played until 8:25, because then Tom, my brother, was picking me up from the airport. Jeez, picking me up from Excalibur, probably at 9 to go to breakfast for 9:30, and be back there for the start of the tournament. We didn't cut it super close, but I remember thinking like on the way back, I was like, we're 20 minutes away, but that the strip looks over like it's over there, and I don't know if there's traffic, and but no, we got back. It's fine. But this time, I think because of the hour earlier start time and not knowing when I'm going to get up, I don't know if I get up at 6:30 and go play poker. Yeah, I was at 7, so maybe I was up at like 6. Then I walked to Excalibur. I walked from Excalibur to Aria. Might be about the same distance walk from Horseshoe. Maybe a little bit shorter. But should I do the same thing? Should I get up at 6? I mean, I'll probably get up around 6. I don't know. That might not be enough time to really jump into an ACR tournament if I want to warm up that way. But maybe it's not. Maybe that tournament is not to be found on ACR. I kind of wanted it to be, but I've got another 2.5 days after that, so it's not like I can't find time later. And if I get busted, I mean, I hope this doesn't happen, but if I'm out of the tournament by 1 in the afternoon, I don't really have anything planned until that night. So this time, I don't know. I might, if I'm not up before 5:30, I might not play in any online tournament. Could just read, go get coffee, have a nice leisurely breakfast. There is a well, that's cutting it too close, but I was going to say there was a 9 a.m. $160 tournament at Horseshoe, but I can't be in two places at once. If it was online, of course, I could do that, but I'm calling if either of these stacks come in. So the first morning, so I don't want to like overschedule myself and try to like do too much. I'll exhaust myself. I think I might have done that last time. Well, kind of. But I think the last day there, certainly I packed in too much. I wanted to play three. I don't know why I needed to play it win. I was so dumb. I played. Yeah, we can go over my Vegas stats from last year. Last time I went 2 years ago. Yeah, so I played at Aria, lost 300. In hindsight, I really just didn't. I should not have probably. This. I mean, I guess I wasn't in full tournament mode. I hadn't really played one in a while, and I should have like played one or two. I should have been playing them online. I was only playing them sporadically, but I should have found a way to do them. And I did find, after I got back, I found a club that ran a few nightly tournaments, and I should have, if I had gone into that like 3 months earlier, I could have probably made a little more headway in the tournament. But I mean, I wasn't really getting good. I wasn't really getting cards. But yeah, I was in total cash mode. I hadn't played anything but cash, so I hadn't done really any studying in tournaments, uh, which I'm way behind doing. I really do need to do that. I got a little over a month, so I should just take an afternoon or a night and just go like lie down in bed and read for like an hour, read for like a half hour to an hour, and then throw on some instructional videos or something. So what did I do? I actually, in the 35 minutes, I won 155 bucks. What a great start. So that is the thing too. I could like find a midnight game at the just play a cash game. I could play for like a half hour and then go up to the room and just crash. Wow. Sick. So I did win 155 bucks. That'd be cool. That'd be great to start off with, but no, I don't think so. I think this time I'm going to just. And then I did Aria before the tournament. I did that from whatever I said 7 a.m. to what time was it? 11:25. So 7 a.m. to 8:25. And then I played the tournament at 11 after going to breakfast. And then I busted out of the tournament. I didn't make it to the dinner break. And I didn't record it. Well, these are just cash game stats. Tourney. I played that for 5 hours and 20 minutes until 5 p.m. Okay. That's beautiful. We knocked 2 players out. Waiting for players to rebuy. We just bask in the glow. What a flop that was, huh? They were sharing cards. We were all sharing cards. It was great. No king, no 10. That was basically it, and none of it got there. We might be in a good enough spot where we just don't need to rebuy. Yeah, got shot in a back door. The back door is not to the nuts. No, we don't even have a gut shot. What am I talking about? Fold. No, yeah, I was thinking queen jack. Well, that would have been double gutter. Okay. 64 bigs. We're 7th out of 69 with 26 minutes left of late registration. Min cash is still pretty good. Yeah, let's check out 25 minutes. I mean, there's still time. What is the total prize pool? Overlay, 950 bucks. Holy Moses, you guys. A $950 overlay. There's no way we're getting to... I got to play this more. Even though like last time we got top 5, I think what did we get? Fourth, third or fourth? I think it was fourth. And we were playing until like 11, like 11:30 maybe. Oh yuck. Okay, I think we have to let this go. Oh, gross. How gross. Oh, that sucks. Well, we won't let this go. That would have been a little wide. But man, that would have been a nice pot. Dang. We're 7th out of 65. We are good. And we can still get these chips. Let's get them somehow. Nice. Play strong. Pseudo connectors, I don't like them. Like they're getting to the point where they're decreasing in value the lower you go. Lose the power of high cards, all that stuff. You kind of need the power of high cards in this situation, because if I make it 2.5 bigs and he rips it, I can't call. Was King Queen off the right fold there? I mean, we could have stacked 2 players, but I feel like one of them. I mean, we were behind. One of them had an ace, and we were sharing a king. So pre-flop, I mean, we're not in great shape, and then that king pops out. I guess it's really just the king that we lose. So we're down to like 5 outs. Plus whatever kind of draws were out there, but we were off suit. I mean, I think it was the right fold. Break's coming up in a couple minutes. I'm going to go grab a beverage. Probably will just stay on camera. There's really not much to see here. And we'll talk a little bit more about our 2022 World Series of Poker experience. So far, before we go to break, so the actual tournament was 11 a.m. and I was there to 5 p.m. It was like it was exact. With a break time. I don't know why I need to put the break time. I mean, I guess they must ask you that, but whatever. Who cares? So, it was 6 solid hours of poker, right? 6 solid hours. That's a long session for me, but I remember going in I had 6s versus queens and didn't get any help. So I don't know if playing more tournaments would have improved my chances of making a deeper run. I don't know. Maybe I bled too many chips off, so I had to put it in with 6s. But even if I didn't, like at that time, I would have. I guess if I didn't do a lot of studying, I probably would have folded 6s outright at a higher if I had more chips. So I don't know. Maybe by the configuration, I think the queens is in the big blind. So, I must have been in like the cutoff. I've jammed for, I don't know, like 12 big, no, maybe like 8 big blinds. I don't know. Okay. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. We're still on, right? um, Going with the lime seltzer, mixing in a little black cherry. Um, so 6 hours after, 6 hours of World Series of Poker tournament play. Walked away empty-handed. That's longer than I thought last time. It was 40 minutes worth of, so each break is 20 minutes, and it's every like 2 hours. I think it was just before. It was within a half hour probably to the next break. So it's too bad. That might have been the dinner break, or maybe it was another hour. I don't know. No, I played till 5. No, what time did I leave? 2 p.m. 8 p.m. So 5 p.m. So it's 5. I think the dinner break was supposed to be around like 6:40 maybe. I didn't make it to the dinner break, obviously. So I left there, went to Marshall's because it was only like the end of the end of the first full day, and it was not even 24 hours yet, and I was already like down like a couple pairs of socks, a few pairs of socks. So I had to go buy. I mean, there's a Marshall's there. It's great, and it's Marshall's prices. So you just go buy like a 8 pairs of, Reebok socks for like $7, $6-7. It's like, all right, sign me up. Fresh socks for Vegas. I should probably do that. I should do that this time and just bring those back and then like just toss out all my old socks and do a whole refresh while I'm on vacation. It would actually be pretty cool. I'll buy socks for the wife so she's not left out. So from there, I went back to the room, chilled out. I don't even know what I ate for dinner. I know I had like a sandwich during one of the breaks at the series. You kind of had to like break for the snack bar like a little bit, like a couple minutes ahead if you wanted to get like a sandwich and eat it in the right amount. Like so, I did. At least the first break. Second break, I don't think I needed anything, but I think the first break I got a sandwich and ate it, and it was like good. Let's go. And it's just a madhouse, so you gotta prepare for that. So when I go to the CVS or whatever, Walgreens, whatever stores in the neighborhood there, I'm gonna make sure I get snacks like trail mix type stuff, like peanut butter crackers. I'll probably bring some stuff on the flight, I'll pack some things like gummy snacks, trail mix, great value trail mix is just fine. Peanut butter crackers, maybe granola bars. Just have that stuff whenever I'm feeling a little bit hungry and then eat. Like I'll probably buy a couple of pre-made sandwiches for the room that will last a couple days in the fridge, assuming I do have a fridge, which I should. And yeah. So in that way, when I leave, when it's break time, I can run up to the room, use the bathroom, and eat real quick up there, and then be boom back down for the next level. Don't have to deal with all the lines and stuff. That's a big advantage. I'm gonna play it like a wimp. We still have 15 minutes to the end of the. So we have the Ace of Diamonds. We can try to hopefully face a small bet here and just do a quick call. It's not small. Diamond. I mean, it could be a good card for us. We might see a free river. Very connected. And it kind of misses his range. I think we can click it up here. Ouch. Well, Well, when you have a set, all right. I was thinking he had a hand like an overpair or ace king. I think an overpair like queens could have considered folding that. That is too bad. Probably not what we wanted to do before the late reg ends here. But we'll try our best to get some money back. We made a couple, I don't know, we made a couple miscalculations. And we're probably going to lose another pot. Okay, king, jack, kings and jacks, that's good. Woo. We got a little bit of a rebate there. We're still in good shape. We have plenty of chips. We could have had a monster stack if we had called with king queen, and we probably didn't have to bluff the river on a board like that. I did not know. I did not think that our opponent had sixes. I thought at best an overpair, or at worst, I guess, an overpair. At best, overcards, which we had two overcards, so we probably should have weighted him towards something stronger and maybe just block bet the river. Or just checked folded. He might have checked it back. We would have had 9 more big blinds right now. Or, I don't know, it's after the next blind, so probably like 6.5 more bigs. It's okay. Add-ons start after this level. Okay, so we did kind of hit that. Now, you know what? I'm not gonna buy any. I'm not gonna add on. That when is that? Oh, that's in like 13 minutes. 12 minutes, excuse me. All right, so we got a little ways to go, but if it stays like this, I don't see too much of a reason. A rebuy end in 7 minutes. Okay, so better. I kind of like that. Well, that's rebuys. Add-ons go to the end of that level. Whatever. I mean, it's not like people need the whole break to think about it. I think we might avoid the last add-on, which is good. That said, the min cash is still $23 right now. We have a big overlay. Like, do we just, because we're gonna, if we min cash, we still would have a profit. Do we invest? I don't think we need to. Well, we'll see. We got guys still rebuying. Well, they want to make it to the add-on period. I don't know. If you have less than 5 big blinds, I don't know. Why wouldn't you just fold I mean, I guess going from 1 to 7 big blinds when you could just go for it in the rebuy. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Going from 1 to 7 or like 5 to 11, kind of a big difference, I guess. So you got to just try to run it up. We're okay. We were doing better 15 minutes ago. Do we get another rebuy at a king deuce suited? Only 4.5 minutes left of the. Oh, he opted not to. I don't know when we start using our time, not use a time bank, but using our full time allotment. Yeah. I think we probably, what do we have? 3 minutes and 20 seconds until the end of the rebuy add-on for 8 minutes, but it's rebuys end in 3 minutes. Add-ons will start after this level. So why does it say that there's 8 minutes left in late reg? Is there another? There must be a 5-minute break. Or maybe it's like 3 minutes. Whatever. I'm just going to roll with it. So at the end of this level, rebuys and add-ons are basically done. We don't play any more hands until we start rolling. So with us being second in chips at the table and by less than 3 big blinds, even if Thager buys more, I don't think nobody else would pass us even if they bought more. I don't know. I think we just saved the $5. I think we just it could have been an easier decision. I kind of blew that a little bit by my my couple reckless. Well, the folding the king queen is what it is. Well, hold the phone on that because we have jacks. We hope this. We hope our guy Thager here just folds. I'd really just like this guy to fold. Perfect. Break starts in 2 minutes. Add-ons will start after this level. Let's see if we get any. Okay. I mean, considering that we still have the rebuy add-on option, we might play ourselves here into a spot. Well, okay, that's fine. To a spot where we. Oh, we're good. We're not good. We're good. Okay. Woo. Scary looking flop. Perfect. That makes our decision a little bit easier that we don't have to. Well, now we got this stupid ace jack in. Let's hope somebody raises because I don't like ace jack. I know I want. Well, yeah, I think here we just let it go. Ace jack off. We got a few players behind us who could be live. Yeah, and they're legal raises. These stacks are live, and call, all in, jam, and then I gotta muck my ace jack, and I waste 2 big blinds. So we should be done after this hand, right? Well, unless it gets, yeah. Okay. Rebuys end after this hand. We are the big stack at the table. I have no interest. I'm not going to buy break 5 minutes will last after. Oh, they add 4. Oh, it's still 14 big blinds by these stacks. It drops us to 16. They're paying 31. And the ladder between 2021 is 20 and 20, but the ladder between 31 and 14 for instance is $8. $8, so my 5 to win 8. I say we save it. Looking around, I mean, Elon Musk's bought more, so now he's got us out chipped, but we have position on him. Yeah. The min cash is 2020. It would be 1650. I say we just break 5 minutes will last after all the tables finish hands. Players may make add on 10,000 chips for 550. Click here to add on. 30,000. I would have 40,000. Is it worth it? You know, it might be. I think we just shoot. Yeah, I think we kind of have to now. And the stacks will go down, but having those chips is all right. We almost got away with it, but it's fine. We played ourselves into it. It looks like more and more players are doing it. And we don't want to like let our standing go. By the time this is done, I would think, I mean, there's not going to be any more players probably, right? 4 minutes left to late reg, so you can sign up until the end of the break. Can you sign up with you got to think they probably can't do, so you can probably just do 15, you can get 15,000 if you sign up now. That's not bad. You would have like 20 bigs if you just signed up. I bet a lot of people do that. Yeah, this guy just did. So what time is it? 9:13. I keep forgetting to do that. You'd have 15,000 chips. You'd have 20 bigs. I mean, we're straight now. We have 57. We're top. We're in 11th. There's 116 left. See, this is why it lasts longer than you think, because of the rebuy add-on, and a lot of players just come in at 9:15. And I think I tried to do that. So you're coming in for $11. You're coming into a tournament with a huge overlay. What is the overlay? No, it actually went over. So whatever. You're coming in for $11 to a 2K guaranteed tournament. So a guy who just bought in would be, why does it say he's ranked number 1? That doesn't make sense. Well, I can look. Yeah, so they're ranked like in the 70s, high 60s throughout the 70s. But they're paying 35. So you got a ways to go, but you have 20 big. Well, they're not going to have 20 bigs though, are they? It's going to be 800 is a big blind, and he's got 15,000. So they're going to have 18 bigs, 18.75 bigs. It's enough chips. If you could play 3 streets, you know, at that stack depth. You just got to pick the right hand and hope you get a good draw at the table. It's not insurmountable, but I like the spot we're in, and we're in it for another. We almost stayed in it. I mean, had we opted not to, we would have had 30 times, whatever. We would have had 36 big blinds, 37. And we could have been in it for $11. So I'll take it. We played some good poker. We also played some not so great poker. We've got queen deuce, and we're going to fold. So we're 14th out of 143. All right. So I think that I think the rebuy was good. The min cash is 1916. That's 27 through 39. Hey, let's try to spin it up. It actually jumps up a little bit. It goes from 19 to, well, I mean, it takes a few spots to jump up. It's 27 to 39 is 1916. 21 through 26 is 2371. Then 2396 goes to 18. So it really takes until like 17 for it to really go up to 29. And then final table is like obviously where the money is at. All right. We've got 10-9. Yeah, we can try to get in for a cheap flop. I don't. Oh, okay. A raise to 3 isn't that bad. So this guy who just bought in Mehimal, like animal, but a Mehimal. Is he the type to buy into this thing without? Oh, they didn't give him any time bank. Great. Is he the type to buy into this thing and rip it? I guess not. Mm, not exactly what we want. Mm, oh. Ew. I hate these spots. And, like, he's not going to fold. If he called turn, he's probably good, right? Check. Oh. Yeah. See, when we're at a position like that, we really probably should have just folded and not played for the extra blind. '24th out of 134. I mean, let's do our best to hit the money today, but I'd really like to final table it and make a run there. So yeah, I like this. I like this tournament. It does kind of creep into the later hours. So maybe like this could be like a good Friday, Saturday night deal, like for streaming, because I can't play this every night, especially if I do well at it. I'm just gonna be up until like midnight. Maybe not every night, but 11. So it's not bad. I also played, I might have some access to an international type site. They have very specific length tournaments in the sense like that they pretty much have it averaged out and they post that and it's pretty accurate. but even some of them go late because then the good ones start at like 8:15. Even though the tournaments are less than 3 hours, you're still up to like 11. It's fine though. You can do that a couple times a week. I like on Bet Online too. It's at 8:40 start time Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They do. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they do a turbo. It's an hour late reg. That's a 1K guaranteed $11 PKO. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous setup for a tournament. But it starts at 8:40. So I honestly, it'd probably still get done before this. But okay, what do we have a decision to make here? Is 9.04? I think we're not winning. Yeah, we're definitely not winning. A good fold. I mean, we had to fold. I did consider calling that if Elon did not call, but we didn't have to make that decision, so who knows? I might have just went down and folded anyway. What's Sunday, the 19th? I'll see if it's up. There was a Sunday, like, they might not have it up yet. Oh, they might. Yes, $5.50, 2,500 guaranteed PKO at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday. So I think they do that every Sunday, and that one is kind of nice. That one I think I played in last week. ACR isn't good PKOs, but they're cheap. Like they're the good times, the good start times. Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday's a little bit. They're like micro stake. They're like $2.50 or $3. They started at 8. They do go later. They'd probably go to like midnight. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the ACR ones on Sunday nights, like the Sunday like 7 to 8 p.m. window or whatever, I think, or 7 to 8:30 p.m. window. You're talking like it's just like $2.50. And it's cool. You can win. I win. I do pretty well on that. I should play it more, but I don't want to like. I was trying that thing where I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna rip it and go for bounties and don't care if I cash. I just want to rip bounties and see if I can win a few bucks. But that does get kind of old after a while. Like you hit the money, but you gotta just you hit the money at like 11:15, but then you just have to like jam. And if you go out, and you make like $6. Plus, like you maybe make like $8 in bounty. Like, not bad on a $2.50 investment. No, that's not right. Is that right? I wouldn't have made that much money. I forget how much the bounties start off there anyway. I think on that it's like $1 on a $2.50. Yeah, or $1.20. This one I think it's $2.60. I don't know. Yeah, I think $5.20 is the bounty. Or no, that doesn't make sense. So this one, yeah, $2 plus 50 plus 250, so 250. So you get what's 25% of that? Minimum 125 per player. Yeah. I think I played that this past Sunday, or maybe the Sunday before, and it was pretty good. It was kind of cool. It's kind of perfect. Late reg is what? Summary. 11 levels. Levels are 8 minutes, 88 minutes. So with a break or two in there, that's 93. Would it be that? Would it be 2 breaks? It'd be about 2 breaks. 93. Yeah. 98 minutes, so an hour and 38 minutes. It starts at 7:30, so 9:08 p.m. late reg ends, and it's, it could have like close to 500 players, but I don't know if it did. maybe we went over, but it's not. It doesn't go late. Well, I don't know. Did I cash? I forget. I should check out my financial history. We're 35th out of 107, so we're kind of in that money bubble area. Transactions. I don't know that this is what I want. I want like my game history. I guess it would be under my account. Transactions. This wouldn't show poker though. No. Yeah, I guess I've decided I don't care. But it's a good setup for a tournament. I don't know that I made it to the end of late reg. See the ones I like. Maybe I did make it. I don't know. Did I win anything? I should find out, I guess. Blech. My mission, no, tables, my history. I guess history, right? Okay, history. Duh. What date was it? Sunday the 12th. 7:30 p.m. How did I do? Place 414. Oh, I got one bounty, so that's maybe why I felt all right about it. So I probably didn't make it to the end of the late reg period. Did I? Is that my whole hand history? It's not total 64. I mean, I don't know how long is 64 hands. I didn't. If I went out 414, that's bad because there's probably 500 players in it, given the guarantee. Blah, blah, blah. Is a big blind worth it out of position? It's silly. I think it's silly. Could have like played back at him, but so that's kind of what I'm trying to do with all these sites is figure out like what tournaments are. It shouldn't be difficult. I should be more organized about it. Figure out what tournaments run on certain days and play those. Doesn't have to be like one site all the time. It'd be nice, I guess, because then you could just have all your fun, like your money could just flow through that site, and it wouldn't be like all over the place. Like if I have like hypothetically, if I have $50 in Ignition, or if I have $50 in Global, some sites are easier than others to cash out of. Sometimes you just don't want to keep paying like small fees to move money around. So like if I have $50 in Ignition, but I'm sick of that, and I don't have any they don't have any tournaments to start in my time window. Now that money's sitting there, and I got to move it and cost myself a small buy-in to a tournament in order to get it into the site I play on. So it would be nice to keep it down to 2 or maybe 3 sites. Maybe like eliminate one that's just not working for me. And right now I have money in ACR. See, they're all kind of working in their own way. So like 3 like non-regulated U.S. sites I'm in. BetOnline, ACR, and Global. I haven't tried to withdraw anything yet on Global. I need to read up more about it. I am verified, but I have heard so it's not crypto. You're just cashing in your sweeps coins. But I have heard that sometimes withdrawals take several days, which I guess is not bad if my end game is really just to hold the money in like a its own like little account. I just put it in like a digital wallet and just leave it there. And then when I need to move it somewhere, it's kind of ready to go. It's linked up to where it needs to be where it needs to process through. So that part of it's fine. I don't know if there's any fees to cash out on Global because I really haven't gotten all the way through to attempt to fully withdraw. I guess I'm waiting because I still have two $11 11 sweeps coins PKO tickets, rattlesnake tickets, I guess, and I have 200 in there. I just bought more sweeps coins today. Sometimes they'll offer me like, and you gotta kind of take it. If you deposit $30, you get 40 sweeps coins. It's a free $10. You kind of have to do it, and you can withdraw most of it as soon as you put it in. It looks like I still have. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe I have to play. I think I have 200 in there, but like 157 of it I can withdraw. Fine, whatever. I was gonna keep money in there, so I could just withdraw 100, keep 100 in there, have my two tickets. But I think I'm just gonna wait until the rattlesnake thing is done, Memorial Day weekend. Get rid of my tickets, see where I'm at in case I win more. I don't want to have like tons of transactions coming out of there, especially if they take a few days. So I might wait and then kind of see where I'm at. But if I have 200 or so in there, take 100 out, leave 100 in, and just play with that 100. And it's not that difficult to deposit money on that side. It goes right in. So I guess it'll just depend on withdrawal speed. If it takes like 5 or 6 days, that'll definitely move that side a notch down in my book. But they do have tons of games to play that kind of fit my schedule. So Sunday nights, maybe the 550 on Bet Online is the game there. I like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday Turbo PKOs, but I don't think I've made it out of the late reg period. The PKOs are like the bounties I've gotten, but I only get like one. Like ACR, I feel like I get more bounties when I play those bounties. It's just easier to get money. I don't know what it is. So even though they start at 840, so sometimes I'm just like if I'm like I'm going to play that tonight. Sometimes I'm just like not in the mood by then. If I haven't played anything, if I'm watching TV, I'm just like whatever. I don't want to start anything right now. If I'm already playing, like if I play a 7:30 p.m. progressive or a bounty on Global, for example, and I bust out in an hour, yeah, perfect. 8:40 p.m. Let's jump into the PKO Turbo. But they only run those on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. If they ran like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, awesome. I could already be playing. I could pop that up. If we go a little bit later with 2 games, it's not a big deal. It's a weekend. Sixes, I probably should have just folded. But we're down to 90 players. We need some chips. Well, boy, did we miss. It's just so ridiculous. The button could check with a heart there easily. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad I was afraid of the button because it's possible that the small blind was really just has the nut and is waiting for us to do something, but decides we'll just rip it as a make it look like a bluff. I don't know. But we're in that sweet spot, that weird spot in the tournament where we are like somewhere middle of the pack. And 39 get paid? Yeah, 39 get paid. All right, so we're not. It's getting there. 39 getting paid in this. No. But we're in that weird spot. We're middle of the road. We have 22 and a half big blinds, and there really aren't too many hands we can play. So Dang. So we just gotta have to let a lot go here, and then hopefully, we're gonna let the small stacks bully us a little bit probably, but hopefully we get some cards where we can fight back. I might switch to the red cards. I might do it now. I think it just looks better with the green and the blue. The yellow can get tiresome. I just like the yellow because it's a little bit. All right. Well, this is one of those hands where we can play back. Oh, Bruins are tied 1-1. Who's Mehimal? Aha. Mehimal. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't done a darn thing since he bought in. I mean, do we just jam? I think we just exploitatively rip. I mean, yeah, we could get called by better. We got called by worse. Right? That'd be a heck of a thing if Ahegao had queens. Yeah. I'd rather just take down the blinds. I think. I don't know. Jacks are tricky. Oh, we could call a small jam there. Um, I mean, he doesn't just call, right? It's ripper full. Yeah, this guy's not doing anything. Do. I was really hoping the small blind would jam and isolate against us. Kind of a waste. We wasted the money we made off of jacks. We should have probably, yeah, now we get it. The offsuit version, it's no better. No need to go to that well again. Just deleting some emails. I don't play really in any of those free rolls anymore like I was doing, but oh, I do. I get emails from yeah, 4-3. No, I get emails from the sites, the regulated sites in New Jersey and sometimes Pennsylvania, and it's like, oh, it's like get $50 in tournament tickets by depositing. Oh, is that what it was? Well, I'm not going to New Jersey anyway, but tonight was New Jersey. It's already gone. I already deleted it. Whoops. It's not looking great. I should probably pay attention. Where'd it go? It was like get $50 in tournament tickets or something, and oh, party poker. Yeah. Make a first time deposit of 10 or more. Score $50 in tournament tickets. Care off the good times when you deposit $10 or more. We'll continue the fun by rewarding you with $50 in tournament tickets. See, like, I need that. I need that. I'm not going to New Jersey, but I need Pennsylvania to like have some kind of promotion like that. The Jersey was, I feel like Jersey is fantastic. Like I've done it twice, and I want to say both. Well, at least the first time I got like a free $5 ticket. I was like, sweet, great, let's play something. But there wasn't. I mean, yeah, I was trying to squeeze it in like in between getting there and then waking up and go to a Patriots game the next day. So it's just not a lot. I might have tried to play during the game. I don't know. Or maybe like on the ride back, Jono was driving, so I was like, all right, I'll jump into this tournament and I'll try to like spin it up, and then like whenever we get to the border, I'll just log off, and whatever place I'm in, I'll try to like, blind off to the money and have money back when I come back the next time in January. It didn't work. I was out before we got it, but I did have I think I did win a couple big pots and was up, and probably should have just shut it down. It was probably like 20 minutes from maybe a half hour to the border. And I should have just like been like, just shut it down. But no, I had to just keep going because that's how I do it. But yeah, New Jersey, deposit $10, get $50 in tournament tickets. That's awesome. I mean, unless there's some kind of catch. What do we do with fours here on the button? Do we jam it? No. I think at this stage of the tournament, fours got to go. Stack's kind of fallen. We got a little undisciplined there in a couple spots. I wouldn't call this a deep run yet. What do we have for buy-ins? We passed the guarantee. 217. Does that sound right? 217 players. Maybe like it doesn't. Because of add-ons and stuff. So it's not like. Oh, here we go. So 217 players, but between rebuys and add-ons. So it's probably just that many unique players. Makes sense, because not everybody does a rebuy, not everybody does an add-on. So 2.5 a person. All right, we can rip that over a 2 big blind raise there, or a 1 big blind raise, but Mehimal coming on in. Yeah, I don't know. ACR might be the site to go just because there's no real tournament that like, except for the on-demand stuff. The on-demand tournament, and they did just add $11 tournaments to on-demand. I noticed with ACR, or at least they're popping up for me for the first time. So I don't know. I haven't had tons of luck with the on-demands, and we still haven't picked a tournament. But I might not get up in time to do an online tournament before going to my game. I don't know what I'll do with that time. If I'm just gonna like get up at 6 a.m. and eat Starbucks, what am I gonna? I got like 4 hours to kill. What am I gonna do? So I'm gonna have to play cash, which I'm trying to avoid. Maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe I can like kind of rebudget some, move some money around, and find like a small, like just a easy like $200. But I don't know. It's Vegas now. The games aren't like super like tiny like they were 10, 15 years ago. In Excalibur, it was 9 a.m. though. That's the thing. If there was like an 8 a.m. turbo or something I could jump into that would be over by like 10:30. Cool. Do that and just like jump into the event late. But I don't know. We're not going to play anything else besides this tonight. We're coming up on a break. There's plenty of on-demand tournaments going. PLO high-low. I played a couple of those. Those are fun. But I don't know a lot about them, so it's easy to, blow up. But they just don't get a lot of PKOs going. It's too bad. Now they get $11. They've kind of added a few tiers of this. Hey, why not, right? It just doesn't look like there's a lot of people signing up for a PKO. It's too bad. I do an $11. I have 12 in my account. So I don't know what I'm doing with ACR. I might just have to. It's too bad because I have good vibes coming from, but like I get too much into the cash games eat me up because I try to go for that stupid bonus, and I should just be tournaments only. But the thing is, the MTTs, like the non on demand, the regular MTTs on this, like the shortest one is like 4 hours, maybe like 3.5, but it starts at like 9 o'clock. So it's just there's just not too many. Like ACR is what you play when you have a day off, like a whole day off where you don't have to do anything else or have any other responsibilities. And it's like cool, I can play on ACR and just like stay occupied for 16 hours. Like Bruins are now losing 2-1. Yeah, I mean it's I don't know much about hockey. I can't really tell you, but it just didn't seem like their year. They seem to. I mean they battled. They OT losses probably was the that was 15 overtime losses. I feel like that's a lot. So that's why I'm guessing that's why. Well, I don't know. Maybe they overachieved. They lost some older veterans. They haven't quite gotten younger, but they got a goalie of the future. So I mean, what the heck? Can't say it's all bad for them. It's not a deep run. It's like it's game 6 of the second round, but they made some noise. We need to start making noise. We're a little bit away. We'll a little bit of a ways away from the money. We'll hopefully make it to the next break, and then we'll see how things go after that. Yeah, ACR. Once I'm out of out of bucks there. I mean, they do have 11-cent PKOs that start at the same time as the $2.50 ones. So that could be one way to try to spin it back up. So if I get down to bet online and global, I might have to just stick with global for a little bit because I do have a bunch of money in there, and it's not. I do okay in that side. I haven't made any real deep runs, I don't think, but I win. I seem to do okay at those like hourly hypers. I played one on my phone last night and came in second. It was cool. Won like $6 or $7. But I can't seem to make deep runs in those like 10-minute blinds, like 110K, like 1,000 player ones. The smaller fields, I feel like I do fine in, but yeah, ace jack. Ace 10 is just too wide, I think. I think we can do better. So I guess like I have to consider where I want my next deposit to go, and it might be, I don't know. We might go back to global for streaming. Might not need to make a deposit for a little bit. Streaming global, non-streaming, play on my phone or something at night while watching TV. But maybe we catch some lightning in a bottle here and we make a run and we get, we run up our roll on Bet Online again. Yeah, again, I can't play this one every night, but this might be a good Friday, Saturday tournament. It's just too bad there's not a more robust selection on this site, but 725, we can make that work. it just doesn't. It doesn't. If you're gonna make the money, you got to be up past 10 o'clock. Be nice if it was 7:25 and it was done by like done by like 10:30. That'd be sweet. And there are attorneys like that. Just gotta find them. But yeah, we're committed to a live stream tomorrow because we got the rattlesnake. But judging by the way I've been going in that, it's not it. You know, it might not last that long. But we'll try to stay positive. We're at 53rd out of 68. We're just looking for some good hands. We're looking for some big hands here, and this doofus over in the cutoff, not playing anything. I don't think. Did he rip it once with 6 big blinds? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I get the new school line of thinking, like you got to hang on to your chips as long as possible. But there has to be, you can't just expect to sneak into the money with like half a blind. You can't just expect that's going to happen. You've got to play some hands. But he is the type to like do the max late reg. But if you're going to do that, you got to play. You got to get some cards. Is he just not getting cards? I don't know why I'm obsessed with him. Why do I care? Break starts in like 40 seconds. Oh, that's it. The Bruins lost. I didn't realize it was the third period. And that's that. Florida Panthers have won like 6 straight games, 6 straight playoff games in the TD Garden. That's sad. That's sad for another team to come in and just kick your ass on your home ice like that. That's just really terrible. So we'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll try to make a run at this thing. I need the Pacers to win, and I also need Miles Turner to score like 6 points in the fourth quarter. I think maybe 7 points. Did I take him over 17 and a half? I might have been kind of stretching it, but I do need a small parlay to hit for me to have money and not have to put more in. I'm not doing very well in my. I'm not doing well at anything. Brunson looks good. Yeah, he's gonna get like 7 more points in the fourth quarter, and that doesn't seem likely. Shoot. Well, we tried. We almost got there. It was only I wanted to just it's a no sweat bet too, so I get the money back in a bonus bet, so I can have another crack at it. But I was kind of hoping to just win that and have more money in my account for when the Celtics start playing their next series on Tuesday. Yeah, so we're 55 out of 67. Haven't gotten much in a little while. We're just looking for premiums here and just hands we can just rip it with. Try to get some money. Min cashing would be fine. Wouldn't mind it. I probably won't stream on Sunday. In fact, I'm going to say with 100% certainty I won't be. But I will try to play this. I might fire up the laptop while my wife and I watch TV. I assume that's what we'll be doing Sunday night. I mean, yeah, so that'll be a good start time. I don't know. Do I still have that up? I don't think I do. But I can still click on it. Whoa. Well, we know. 8-minute levels. 8 minutes isn't like long, but it doesn't go as fast as 5 minutes, obviously. So it can drag in the later stages. That's my opinion. I like 5 minutes. A nice 5-minute turbo. That's why I like that PKO format. Let's get it. I think you only start with like 67 big blinds in that too, or 66.6, and it's just go time. That's how their PKOs go. They don't start super deep, which is fine. We just gotta, you gotta tighten up a little quicker than if you're 100 big blinds deep. You gotta play a, little bit more condensed range. King. Blinds are up. We only have 8.5 bigs, but no need to just give them away. Okay. I don't think we have to do it with Queen Jack. It looked good though compared to what we've been getting. So yeah, so we'll play the PKO, the progressive on Global tomorrow. We'll Sunday night play this 550 PKO, 2,500 guaranteed on Bet Online. Well, that could just be our Sunday go-to. We might have to put some more money in Bet Online if we don't cash here, and then we maybe only get a bounty or two on Sunday. But such is life. We don't have to. We don't have to go broke over something like that. And I got stuff coming up the next few weeks anyway. The Vegas trip is coming up end of June, and PA trip. So I can wait and probably until after Vegas to put more money in Bet Online. Maybe not. Boo. 4-9, my least favorite hand. Okay. Hey, maybe Miles Turner has a big fourth quarter, and then I got more money in my gambling sports betting account. Yeah, and then maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know if I can still. I don't know if I can do those PKOs. I don't know, like Bet Online. They start so late. What I could do is plan to play something else, like on my phone or laptop. Those days, find something at 7:30 on Global, and then if I'm still playing and if I get knocked out but still want to play, then yeah, jump into the Bet Online one of those nights. But yeah, playing it every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday would be a drag, I think. It's too bad. If they could shift those later in the week or start them at 8 or before, but they have other stuff, and I don't know. I think they should turn them into dailies and have them a little bit earlier. Well, actually, they are dailies. I take that back. The rest of the week, I think, or at least Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they move that tournament to 9:30. So that's why I wasn't talking about it on those days, because that's just if I was if I planned to be up all night, like if our kid was sleeping over a relative's house and I didn't have to be up early the next day and I wanted to play, and I wanted to play something late, that'd be a pretty good one. Late Reg ends at 10:30, probably goes to midnight. That, yeah, no kid, no, nothing the next day. Like if Lennon's sleeping over she doesn't though, but if she was sleeping over on like a Saturday night or a Friday night, cool. But she hasn't really done that. Anyway, yeah. Hanging on for dear life here. King Jack. This is brutal. This just it's like Queen 10 is like the best hand I've seen, and I might just have to do it. And hopefully everybody folds. Maybe they're paying attention. Maybe they see that I haven't played a hand in an hour. Please just fold. All right. We needed that. I don't know if we have to do it again. Oh, I think we might have to. And if we call, if we get called, we're not in bad shape. That's a quarter of his stack. He's not going to call it just nothing. He'd be right if he had like ace five. Okay. All right. Yeah, now we quit while we're ahead. We're down to 55. So if I remember the last couple times I played this, the tournament really slows down the closer you get to the. I gotta rip it here. The closer you get to the bubble, and it just like almost grinds. Like a lot of other tournaments I play, they're just flying, and then when you get down to like 5 or 6 spots before the money, that's when things start to tighten up. But maybe that's just me. Oh, come on. Oh, how disgusting. Somehow he had more chips. Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't have had like stacks and towers, but that's brutal. Kind of just did everything right. I kind of want to call it one big. Oh, we got this far. What the heck? Got it in a really good spot there, and that sucked. I mean, I guess there's worse hands with this stack. We're invested. Oh, 6. All right, cool. All right, well, we're kind of back where we started that whole sequence. We're still alive. We're still kicking. I wouldn't. I got this game. I got the game up on my phone. I don't. I need really. Looks like the Pacers are gonna win. Brunson's way under 31.5 points or whatever he needed to stay under.
Oh.
It's really just Miles Turner that needs to score, but I don't know. I don't really know what to look for. I don't watch a lot of Pacers basketball. I don't know what number he is. I kind of know what he looks like, but it's very small on my screen. Oh, is that him? Nope. That's not him. Hmm. Well. Let's not get greedy. You know, I do love suited cards. Ace in your face. Do we if Let's isolate. Let's get exploitative and isolate against a smaller stack. And then maybe we hit something because he's going in so wide. And if we get a call, all right, come on. I think the plan was all right. He just happened to have ace king there, and we almost got there too. It's just too bad that that diamond was a king on the turn, because then that took away our pair outs, like our sevens and eights. But we did pick up the diamond, so I mean we were alive the whole way, and yeah. And now Queen Jack is going to be the hand. We're still 12 spots away from the money. Like, we really don't need to hang on for anything at this point. Nice. Nice turn. We're kicking. We're kicking around. We're staying in that 7 to 9 big blind range. Hey. What are you going to do? That's all we can do, is just stay alive. I would like to see some stacks go out. Come on in, Z. Let's get 2 people out. That'd be great. What does he have? Queens? That doesn't really help us. Queen 10 suited on the button. What did that guy have? He must have, like, hit a set or something. We're the small stack at the table because the chips have kind of nicely, like, shifted around the table. We did just get a new player with 30 big blinds. Is this the hand to do it? Queen 10 suited? I don't know that this will get all the way through, and it's not great. And I think we're on the button against a raise, so I think we just got to take advantage of our free hands and hope that we just get better than that. It might take a few hands, but now I'm like, why did I buy that extra $5? Why did I put in another $5.50 for this? I might have been out though if I didn't have those extra chips, right? So, I mean, we haven't cashed yet, so it might not mean anything. Jeez. Can't get players to go down, but the chips are moving. $10-7, no good. couple spots to the big blind here. We are getting down to the bubble, but I think we're going to have to survive another all-in. It's just 7 players going down is tough on this site. Hopefully we get one here. Okay. Ace King. Great. Oh, what? What is that? What was that? Two pair. Oh, three. The trip. The 3 of a kind. Anyway. Well, that's annoying. We need players to go down. Could use this guy going out too. I mean, we might. The blinds are coming through. We got almost 6 minutes to the next increase in blinds, next level. We'd come out of it with 4 bigs and have more free hands, and hopefully we get another player. King Queen is kind of the hand it has to be, though. Well, we'll see how this plays out. King Queen is probably strong enough, judging by the hands that we've seen. But Ace King is usually out there. There's usually an ace out there. Oh. That's so weird that he would min click and he doesn't have that many chips. But I don't know. Ace 4. Yeah, that's about right. No. Yeah, I knew it too. I should have known better. Oh, did I go out in 41st? 2 from the money. Oh, that's too bad. We ran out of lives there. I should have known when he min clicked it, when he min raised like that, and still only had like 4 bigs. He had to have an ace, and I should have just probably let it go. I didn't realize we were that close. I thought there was still 45. That's on me. I should have gone in the tournament lobby and checked that out, because we could have survived a couple more. We could have survived. Small blind was next hand. We would have had 4 bigs going around the table. They could have just probably held on. Ouch. We needed that too. We needed that. All right. Well, we appreciate you watching. Remember, don't get mad. Get even. See you tomorrow.